Hey guys, so this is going to be example 3. Now, the only thing that's changing is we are now going to be looking at slope-intercept form of a line, which is shown by y equals mx plus b. So now we are looking at a very specific form of a line, and you can see here m is the slope. Notice m and x are multiplied by each other. So if I say what is the slope, please do not include the x. The slope is the number that is tied to the x. It's the coefficient of x. It is not x. So when we look at some problems later on, I'll bring it up more, but make sure you notice m is by itself. The y-intercept is b. So whatever number is at the end, that's b. So let's just look at a couple scenarios and try to figure out. Our job is going to be to find the slope and y-intercepts of these lines given, sorry about that, given an equation form. So we learned how to do it on a graph. We learned how to do it in tables. Now we're going to find the slope and y-intercepts from equations. The first one's nice and easy. You see how it's solved for y? This means we're already in slope-intercept form. So all we really have to do is stack them, and they color coded them for us nice. So that was a -4, which really means plus -4. But y equals the slope times x plus b. So that means our slope is 3 and our y-intercept is -4. See how it shows us right there? And that's it. That's all we're doing in the beginning, okay? Now we're looking at b. This is called a constant function. We should know what this is. I've used the phrases in class very often. Hoy Vux, Hoyvux. Hoy means a horizontal line has a zero slope and is represented by the equation y equals something. When we look here, it's y equals some number. So we know we have a horizontal line. This is called a constant function. So when we are doing this, you know the slope must be 0. Now, if the slope is 0, it's a horizontal line at 6.5. That means we must cross the y-axis at 6.5. So 6.5 is your y-intercept. Okay? So if they give you y equals a number, your slope must be 0 because it's a horizontal line. And then whatever the number is, that is your y-intercept. That's the b. And you can see it written here. Y equals 0x plus 6.5. This falls right in line with this. M is 0, B is 6.5. Now for the last one, it's a little bit trickier. So this one, all we have to do is solve for y. Once we can solve for y, then we have everything we need. So let's go through our equations. This is back to chapter 1, section 5. So first, we're going to get rid of the x term from both sides. We're going to add 5x to each side. Notice, -5x and +5x will cancel. I cannot combine 5x and -2. These are unlike terms. So it just is what it is. But you see how that 5x is up front? Please leave it up front so we're in the correct form. So put this term up front, put this term in the back. Now we have, I apologize. Now we have one final step. We need to get the y by itself. I do apologize for yawning. It's so cold in here, I can barely breathe. So now we need to get y by itself. We're going to divide everything by -1, the coefficient of y. We end up with that cancels. 5x divided by -1 is -5x. -2 divided by -1 is +2. Now we are in our y equals mx plus b form. This should be way easier to find. M, or slope, is -5. B, or the y-intercept, is 2. So in this last one, which was by far the hardest, If you are given something in, this would be called standard form, you must convert it to slope intercept form. All that means to do is to solve for y.